This one is about Amateur, the recent film with Lawrence Fishburne and Rami Malek. So it's like new. It's in the cinema at the moment. So I think we'll go... spoiler alert, guys. There will be spoilers in this, so just be aware of that. And straight off to you. What did you think of it?
I liked it. I enjoyed it. I like these spy action thrillers. Don't I? So it's kind of like what you expect.
Yeah, like the Bourne and stuff.
Yeah, like the Bourne series, and it's action packed. So I enjoyed it, and good actors, good cast.
Yeah.
Rami Malek, great. Fishburne, great.
Yeah.
Fishburne.
Fishburne, yeah. What did you call him?
Fishburne.
A fishbone.
Fishburne.
He basically was Fishburne in this, wasn't he? What did you give it out of 10?
7.
Okay, 7.
Yeah, 7 out of 10. Although I did fall asleep in the last 10 minutes, but that was purely because it was a very late showing.
Okay, alright, cool. For me, I don't know if I've told you this, I don't know if I told you otherwise before, I didn't like it.
Oh, why?
I didn't tell her this, saving it for the podcast, you see. No, I didn't like it, you know.
Oh, I liked it.
Do you know what? I didn't like it because, like, it was weird and predictable.
Yeah.
So it was just like, so he's a spy, he's CIA, but he's like geek CIA, he's like IT guy CIA, and like they even have to like drill it in. That guy from that zombie program, Walking Dead, I've forgotten his name, but you guys know the guy, he's everywhere, he's in a lot of different things. Anyway, who cares? He's like the super spy, he's like the James Bond spy, action spy.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, you're great, you fixed my computer, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, what a way to like nail down that this is the IT support guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like the decoder, they're called, aren't they?
Yeah, but he also fixed that guy's computer though.
Yeah, so he's like good with computer tech. Yeah, he's like the tech savvy one.
Yeah, he's like IT tech basically in CIA, right? And yeah, he works in cryptography, and that got on my nerves too. The elevator, when it like declares your floor every time you get to it. So it got to his floor 1, cryptography and servicing, and I was like, mate, if I had to hear that every time I went to my floor, I'd be like, shut this thing up. Do you know what I mean? I'd use my hacking skills to change it and get rid of it. That's what I would do. There was that, and then there was just like, it was just a bit too cliche, and I get it. What they're trying to make a bit different here is that this is like a spy who's like not really a spy. He's got no muscle, he's really weak, and he's this and that.
Yeah.
And he can't fight, so he's got to find ingenious ways to kill people, kill his bad guys. But it just didn't sell it to me. It was too predictable. Like, put it this way. His wife gets attacked, and then he's going to take revenge, and it's like he's trying to find the bad guys that killed his wife, and then he does. I would have preferred it if something went wrong, like really went wrong. But it's all like, yeah, he finds each one of them and gets revenge on each one of them, all the way up the chain to the top.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but these films generally are predictable. Most films are predictable. But so for what it is, I'm okay with it. And I kind of like that it was like a geeky, nerdy spy going out on revenge, as opposed to like a Jason Statham, a Vin Diesel going out, a big hunky guy going after for revenge. Do you know what I mean? It's just, yeah, it's a bit different. I'm all right with that.
Yeah, for me it was just a bit too fantasy, in my opinion. It was a bit too like, you know.
I get it, and too unrealistic for you.
Yeah, and like too obvious for me. And I didn't like how Lawrence Fishburne, he dies like halfway through the film or something, or a fake death or whatever, because at the end he's alive. But at the point where he's dead, it's unclear to us as to whether or not he's a good guy or bad guy. We don't know if he's supporting our guy or trying to kill our guy. And I'm like, so what was all that about? That all just seemed like a massive waste of time. At the end, you find out, okay, he's basically a good guy, but it would have been better if we had seen things like, yeah, he helped him escape. Yeah, he helped him here. Yeah, he was supporting him. But it really wasn't clear as if he's good or bad. And I'm like, so you're just wasting my time then if I don't know what's happening with this scene or, with this person. So, yeah, that's why for me it was like a little bit, like, it didn't really hit the mark.
Okay.
Lawrence Fishburne's character was pretty cool. He was like the military trainer guy who trains people to get out there and do like spy combat. Yeah, and that's basically it for me. The locations were all right. What else do you think of it?
Yeah, I'm okay with locations. Istanbul, mainly, wasn't it?
No, not mainly, because it was probably mainly London. If we look at mainly.
Oh yeah.
He went to a few
Istanbul.
places, but yeah, spent some time in Istanbul. That's where one of the people were. But it was in a few different locations.
So what do you give it out of 10 then? 1?
I give it like a 3 out of 10.
What? No way.
Yeah.
3 out of 10. There's worse films than that
Yeah,
you've watched.
no. It was a little bit too talky for me. And he just wasn't really good at anything. That's what I think. That's how I see it. Why do you give it the score you give it? Why do you like it then? Apart from the fact that it's a bit refreshing, that it's like a bit of a geek guy.
Maybe because I've not watched one of these spy thriller films in a while, so I actually was looking forward to watching it, so I had high hopes. And I was alright with the cast, and the storyline was, cliche, but I was okay with it. Yeah.
So yeah, maybe because like there hasn't been one in a while.
Locations was okay. I know it was predictable, but I'm okay with it.
I would have even liked
I actually enjoyed it. So simple.
I would have even preferred it. No, but the reasons why I would have even preferred it if his wife wasn't dead. I would have preferred that.
Yeah, I guess there could have been a bit more. There could have been a few more twists.
They could have done so much more with it. Like, let me give you an example, right?
Yeah.
Why did they kill her? Out of all the rooms, so they went in. These people, apparently, these spies or whatever, went in to do some kind of a mission in this building, right? And it happens to be a mission which the CIA know nothing about, or at least this geek guy knows nothing about, and that puts his missus in danger. Like, could they have not at least told him that, okay, look, I mean, this is going on. I know that your wife is involved with this organisation. This is a location which might be at risk. Just giving you a heads up. But they don't give him a heads up, right? So it's these spies, they go in, they do what they've got to do in there, the mission goes wrong. Next thing, they're trying to get out of the building, right? But they get out of the building in the loudest way possible. They're screaming, shouting, shooting, creating a massive ruckus. Everyone's running all over the place, right? And then out of everybody in the entire building, the only person who they grab as insurance is our spy's wife, right? And I was like, huh? What are the chances of that happening? Now, I was like, okay, wait a minute, no, she's involved. Or they know who she is. They know she is CIA wife. And how would they know that? Because she rang him. They had a telephone conversation. And so they could have gone down some kind of film route where, these phone signals went to the CIA, so we know who she is, and so we're going to grab her specifically. And he could have even rescued her in the film later on or something. Like, they could have gone down that kind of a route, and the foundations were even there. Like, that phone call would have been enough to suggest that, okay, do you know what, there's a communication link over here, she's linked to a spy, she'll be a great hostage. They could have gone down that kind of route. That I would have found much more impressive. But no, they've just grabbed this really random person, they've got no idea who she is, and they attack her, and then that's that. I was like, that they could have done so much more with that bit there. But no, they just happened to get a random woman, and she just happens to be CIA linked. So I was like, yeah, this is not really adding up, not really working. And it was all very chancy all the way through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can see what I mean now, like when I say it that way.
Get it.
And the ending was really weird. The ending, the main bad guy, the big bad boss, gives the gun to our main character, Rami Malek. And Rami Malek holds it to his head, right? And that big bad guy eventually gets scared. Actual fear. I'm like, huh? You're the actual boss. You've got people in the room right now with you who are pointing the gun at Rami Malek. You gave Rami Malek the gun. You could have made sure it's not loaded. But right now, not only did you give him the gun, but you're showing actual fear. And then Rami Malek goes, this is what I came to do. I came to make sure that you have the same fear she felt. And I was like, well, you didn't make that happen. This guy, by chance, gave you the gun. So if anyone made it happen, it's the bad guy and not you. You didn't make it happen, mate. And so I was like, that's like weak writing. That's like... The writers there were like, okay, how do we turn this scene around quickly and efficiently where we put him in power or give him like a little bit of power here? And they used that method. And so, yeah, I was just like, that don't really fit. But yeah, no, I can see how it like ticks the boxes of like a Bourne film. It does give you like Bourne vibes, you know. And there haven't been a lot of films that have come out that have actually done that in a while. And it seems like no one's doing it apart from Mission Impossible. And, you know, you've got to like Mission Impossible to even like that kind of thing, really. So
probably can't give it a fair judgment because I didn't watch the last 10-15 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
See the ending because I fell asleep.
Yeah.
But what I watched was enjoyable enough for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, it was just, yeah. What do you think of that scene where the James Bond spy sits down with him randomly in that, like, cafe somewhere, the shipyard? He walks into this, like...
Oh, yes.
What do you think of that scene? Like, what do you think... What was the purpose of that scene? Or, like, you know what I mean? Like, what was that conversation about?
Weren't he there just to threaten him? Just, like, scare him, like... This is not a coincidence.
No. He was actually there to rescue him.
Oh.
Yeah. Apparently. It would have been... See, that's what I mean, though. It would have been better if he was there to threaten him.
How was he there to rescue him, though?
Because he was like, look, genuinely, no one sent me. It's just me. Nobody sent me here. It's literally just me. And listen, I'm just telling you that she would not want this for you. She would want you back at home in your home country, happy, living a good life. That's what she would want. And then I was like, huh? What is? And then eventually he leaves, right? This James Bond spy leaves, right? And the purpose of that scene was Rami Malek was not going to turn back. It was like, I'm not turning back. She's gone. She ain't coming back. So I'm not going to stop what I'm doing until I've done it. And that's what that scene was to show.
I can't actually remember that conversation, if I'm honest.
And that's what I mean, innit? That's what I mean. This is what I mean. So, yeah. Yeah, it was weird, like, you know, like trying to kill somebody using her allergies and stuff. It's a bit weird. But, yeah, I suppose it's a film, and that's what I'll give it. This gets a rating of, it's a film.
Gosh, that's the lowest you've given a film in like 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
That don't make sense.
No, it's, no, I didn't like it. I didn't like it, no. It was just too...
What films have we watched recently?
Like, even that. He was lockpicking a door while watching a YouTube video on how to lockpick a door. And it was on loud in an echoey stairwell.
Yeah, the film is called The Amateur.
It should have been called The Bumbling Idiot and been a comedy. That's what they should have done. I do think it's valuable to watch a bad film once in a while because that's how you can appreciate what's good and what you like. But, I mean, I can see why you liked it. There really is a massive gap in the market for this type of film. For some reason, they don't make a lot of them. And it seems like back when Mission Impossible came out, back when the Bourne series came out, these films were around. But nowadays, they're not really that common. Like, the whole spy espionage genre isn't really...
Just recently, I think.
Yeah, recently, yeah. So that's why I can see why this film has got a gap in the market and they've capitalised. I think that basically covers it, I suppose. Anything else you want to mention on it?
No.
Happy with the cast and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, it was alright in some places. But yeah, that was The Amateur, and that's in cinema. Rami Malek and Lawrence Fishburne. And we will catch you guys in the next one. See you later.